So hello everyone, welcome to the pathology and today's chapter is cell injury. So what is the basic cause of cell injury? So basic cause of cell injury is hypoxia. What is hypoxia? Hypoxia means decrease in oxygen level. Okay, so let's come to this letter. First we'll study how and where the oxygen obstructions comes in the body. First, for example, we'll study with this diagram. This is your lungs and first point is you will take oxygen in your lungs. Afterwards, lungs will supply that oxygen to the artery, and in artery it will form oxyhemoglobin. So this is second, and then oxyhemoglobin will be transferred to tissues in third part, and in fourth part it will transfer to the cells. So what is the mechanism? Like for example, entry of oxygen will be done, then formation of oxyhemoglobin, then transfer to tissue, and then to the cell. So if first obstruction comes here, then we have some like asthma or some problem like this. Then another one, if there is a problem with formation of oxyhemoglobin. Another one at the level of tissue and at the level of cells. So we'll study one by one about this now. Let's start with hypoxic hypoxia. Okay, so hypoxic hypoxia is means low oxygen level. Okay, so for example, a person went to the hill station, to the higher mountains or some Ladakh trip, and suddenly he is feeling breathlessness. So what is the cause of that? Due to oxygen level decrease, and he is feeling that hypoxia. And due to hypoxia, cell injury will happen. So the next one is anemic hypoxia. What is anemic hypoxia? For example, a person have low hemoglobin. So low hemoglobin means low oxygen for oxyhemoglobin will form, and that's why he is having problem. So I will give you one example. In winter times, when we feel cold, we burn woods in a house. So that wood sometimes produce carbon monoxide, and the one thing is carbon monoxide attach more to the blood as compared to oxygen, so it will make carbon monoxide poisoning. So it is also an example of anemic hypoxia. Then next one is strangled hypoxia. What is strangled hypoxia, and then what are the common cause? So in strangled hypoxia, like is most common cause of hypoxia, and their subtype is ischemic hypoxia. So ischemic is the most common cause of cell injury in hypoxia. Okay, because there will be problem in blood supply. If a part is not getting blood supply, it will get hypoxia, and cell will be injured because there is no supply of blood to the cells. And in next part is histotoxic hypoxia. What is histotoxic hypoxia? Like tissue interferes with some toxin, for example cyanide poisoning, and do not confuse with carbon monoxide poisoning and cyanide poisoning. Both are the different things, and both are the different example of, like first one is for anemic hypoxia and another one is for histotoxic hypoxia. So as on the basis of hypoxia, in our body some parts are more sensible to the hypoxia and some are late. So sensitive will be of the cell will be like neurons are the first will be get affected if the oxygen level decrease. After that cardiac, after that skeletal tissue, and at the last fibroblasts or fibroid tissue. So this you must remember, because sometimes there is a question which is the most sensitive cell of the body get injured due to hypoxia, okay, or like due to cell injury. So there are two parts of cell injury. First is reversible and second is irreversible. So what is reversible injury? For example, if oxygen level getting decreased in our body, what will be the first thing get affected? Obviously mitochondria. Mitochondria will be like, it will make decrease function, like due to oxygen level decrease, the function of mitochondria will be decreased, and if mitochondria function will decrease, then ATP formation also decrease. So for example, we will take cell membrane. If ATP formation will decrease, then sodium will be released more, and it will give cell to be hydrophobic chain, like more water will be retained in the cell, and due to retention of the cell, this is your normal cell, and due to more retention of water, cell will form a bleb here. Like you can see, this type of bleb will be formed due to water retention in the cell, and this is also known as hydrophobic change in the cell. And one more special thing is fatty changes are due to accumulation of triglyceride in heart and liver. So these are the exception, and you must remember. Okay, hydrophobic change is the first sign of microscopic changes. Okay, remember this. Next part is endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum in our body, smooth and rough. So as I told you, if mitochondrial function will decrease, then ATP formation will also decrease. So due to ATP formation decrease in the cell, rough endoplasmic reticulum activity will also decrease and protein synthesis will also decrease. This will happen in rough endoreticulum, like plasmic reticulum. And if ATP generation is like ATP is not getting produced in body, so what will happen? The activity of smooth endoplasmic reticulum also decrease and it will increase in protein accumulation. Look, if synthesis is not happening, obviously protein will get stored in body and protein accumulation will happen. And third one is nuclear change. Both all this like cell membrane change, endoplasmic reticulum change and nuclear change are happening inside the cell, in the mitochondria, due to mitochondria. So due to accumulation of lactic acid and pyruvic acid, clumping of chromatin is seen in nuclear changes. What is clumping of chromatin? Like for example, due to excess of water in the cell, a part of a cell membrane or organelle of a cell will make a spiral formation itself, and it is known as myelin figures. What are myelin figures? For example, you can look at this diagram. You can see there is spiral forming to itself, and it's happened due to accumulation of water. And if, for example, like as you can see, these are the changes and these are the reversible cell injury changes. So if this we did not treat very well, reversible means if you treat the cause of problem, it will resolve. For example, a patient is having all this problem due to oxygen level decrease. So what you will give oxygen, and after some time these problems will be resolved. But if this all problem persist, like these are continuously going, then they will convert it into irreversible change. So simple thing is, reversible means if you provide oxygen, it will be resolved, and if you don't provide oxygen and it still persists for a long time, then it will be irreversible cell injury. This was a short and simple topic for today. Then next topic will be cell adaptation. We'll talk about this topic in next chapter.